All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to BarrelLab. Got another daily barrel report coming. It's August 5th slate. Got a full slate, 15 games. It's been interesting since the trade deadline. A lot of new faces making some big plays early. So another full slate should be interesting. Dinger Tuesday wasn't too bad. We're not getting the usual 30 plus, 40 plus home runs. I think they kind of chilled out on that. But it definitely was still a good day nonetheless. So first things first, I appreciate everybody who, again, is always watching, commenting, and appreciate those who are subscribed. Shout out to our members. And I was doing some research, man. Shout out to New York. I saw New York is definitely showing some love. So I appreciate you guys staying up late, rocking with me on the videos. And if you guys are interested in membership, check that out. I do a lot of breakdown videos for them. There's some questions that get answered. If you have anything personally that you want to work on, you guys are able to hit me up, and we can work on that together. So let me just get right into it. We've got all of our starting pitchers, so we can pretty much break down all of the games. No confirmed lineups, so this is early. But as you know, the lineups get updated a few times throughout the day. I try to make sure that I get every confirmed lineup before the game starts. Looking at the board so far, we got 23 barrels, 23 elite barrel signals, 23 elite profiles, and today we have 4 elite plus profiles. I have to say this is the most that I've seen, so that lets me know that some bats are starting to heat up more than others. And right now, those bats are Jordan, Ohtani, Caminero, and Harper. So yeah, Jordan Alvarez got a 90 barrel score, 82 matchup score, 80 home run form. Ohtani's got an 89 barrel score, 80.9 matchup score, 82 form. Caminero's 83.8, 86.5, 89. And then Bryce Harper is 83.8. 86.3 and 82%. So knowing that this does update, if there's more batted ball events that have not been calculated, this home run form could either go up or down. I'm not saying Jordan's been a elite plus for the last 2-3 days. It might be this series because of this series. However, I just say that to say this number could change. Because they are teetering right at the borderline of that 80, right? As you can see, it's 80, 80, 80 across the board. Because they're at that borderline, there is a chance they either drop off the list or the number goes up or they just kind of stay where they are. But pretty interesting to see. Yeah, we got 4 Elite Plus profiles for the day. And then getting right into today's discoveries. We've got Elias Diaz, his biggest matchup increase. Benintendi has today's strongest EV lift. Jonah Heim owns the strongest confirmed multi-day rise. Surprisingly, Cal Riley is the long shot of the day. I say surprisingly because has not been the Cal Riley that we saw last season at all. Then you got Dyken Park. So Toronto and Houston is the game of the night. I want to say because Houston's a dome. They play indoors, so depending on the weather, they could close the dome, which I guess would then make it the best weather. Depending on if another stadium has wind blowing out or blowing in. But lately, even Wrigley Field's been blowing in, so I don't think that they're going to be high on the weather list, and we can look at that today too. South Stewart has the sharpest pitch collision. Oh, let me not skip Caminero. So Caminero's got the strongest zone fit, and then South Stewart's got the strongest pitch collision. And these 2 buckets alone are pretty profitable and consistent, I would say. Not even just the profitability, but just the consistency between the zone fit and the pitch overlap. And Belo's got the best profile for the day. It's got 10.9 pulled barrel, 40.5 pulled air, 45.2 hard hit percent, And the forcing fastball exposure is at 57.2%. So yeah, he could definitely do some damage today. And then we've got our Elite Plus profiles. So let's see. Let's check our pitchers. This might be not a different day, but an interesting day because we got some good pitch matchups today and some bad ones in terms of 4 hitters. But good ones if you're a pitcher fan and you like strikeouts. So today, we got a couple of smash spots, which I do agree with. First one is Tomoyuki Sugano, and we got Jake Irvin, and then another attackable pitcher is Carson Weisenhunt. So Tomoyuki has got a 4.5 ERA, but check this out. He's giving up 13.8% barrel. That's actually a really high number, and that's a lot of power that you're giving up. 46.2% hard hit. Woba's at 444, and 19.8 home run to fly ball ratio. Then you've got Jake Irvin's got a 5.6 ERA, 12.2% barrel allowed, 45.3% hard hit allowed, 426 Woba, and 17.3 home run to fly ball ratio. So that right there already, if Caminero, Aranda, right, Victor Mesa, really, Vlade, yeah, I could see Vlade going crazy tomorrow. And even against Jake Irvin, you got Schwarber, Harper, Marsh, Turner. Don't forget Luis Arias just got over there, so he's a pretty consistent bat on a consistent basis. And then the third attackable pitcher is Carson Weisenhunt. He's got a 6.6 ERA. He's giving up 11.9% barrel, 47.5% hard hit, and 4.59 Woba. 19% home run to fly ball ratio. So again, it is a very good day for hitters, but then we've also got some good pitchers on the mound. We got Imanaga against the Dodgers, who have been cold. So his lineup pressure is going to be high, but he's not really vulnerable because their form is most likely going to be low. Andrew Painter, Yuri Perez, Will Warren, stay away from him, I'd say. But he does give up a lot on the fastball because, I mean, check, he's giving up 390 Woba allowed, 42.7 hard hit allowed. It's actually some pretty strong power numbers. Sonny Gray, Bryce Elder. So yeah, some pretty decent pitchers on the mound. James Talion with his new team, because he just got traded. And let's see, where's he? Yeah, 5.92 ERA, 16.1 barrel. Let's see, who's giving up the most barrel? Yeah, so Talion's giving up the most barrel, Sugano, and then Irvin. So if you wanted to start there and just go based on power metrics, see who's allowing the most power to be had. That's a combination of barrel allowed and hard hit, right? Because barrel is just them consistently getting square, hitting the ball, nice speed, things like that. But they may not necessarily be hitting it harder than the 95 degrees, right? That is, so yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens tomorrow. Yeah, Jake Irvin does look like he's in a bad spot. He looks like he's in a bad spot. If Philly can be cold, because yeah, Schwarber didn't do nothing today. Jack Dilly. And then Jordan, I want to say, no, Harper got walked twice, maybe 3 times. Jordan got walked twice, 3 times today. It's this late in the season, the pitchers don't really allow, I'm not even going to say the pitchers, the managers aren't going to allow the pitchers to get exposed to things like that. It's going to be a very strategic game. You're going to see a lot more intentional walks happening. You're going to see things like that. Pitching changes coming a lot quicker than before. So if you are taking pitcher strikeouts and things like that and your pitcher gets in trouble, just know it might be managers do different things when it gets closer to playoffs. So, but like we're saying, top 3 attackable, and really we're just focused on the smash spots. Tampa Bay bats are hot. Philly bats, decent. They got some decent trends going on, and Texas bats are hot right now too. Against San Francisco, that could be a good game. What we'll do too is I'll check the weather, because I think that's really the other important thing. So yeah, that's what I was thinking. Even though Houston does play inside of a dome, the roof is still pending. Smash spots, really. That's why, so that's why I could understand them being smash spots. Weather Park, Coors Field, has got a 80 degree weather, 6.9 mile an hour wind, blowing in though. So keep that in mind. Crosswinds at Cincy, crosswinds at Philly. Yankees blowing towards left field, which is better for righties because that's already the shorter pull. I mean, even for the lefties, they can get it out of there too. We've seen Luis Garcia already do some damage. So yeah, for the weather, this is what we're paying attention to. And then if you guys haven't known, or if you didn't know, you can go down, like all the way down at the bottom of the page, underneath all of the weather. For each game, you can check what profile, what player better suits that stadium to hit a home run. So as far as the Colorado and Tampa Bay game goes, we know Colorado's pitcher, right, is the weak spot. So you look for Tampa Bay bats. And right now, Junior Caminero is a signal and a park fit. He's got a 25.4% blast, 16% barrel, 27.8% pulled air, and 9.2% pulled barrel with a 53.7% hard hit. Pretty much meaning, yeah, if this dude gets a nice pitch, he'll definitely hit it out of the park. Hunter Goodman is also a good candidate, I would say. His blast is just a little bit lower than Caminero. 20% blast is really like elite. Then you see Yandy. Yandy doesn't have a lot of power, however, but he might get you a double. But thinking home run initially, it'll be Caminero. So that's just something I wanted to go over real quick with you. Then just getting into the games. We've got the 15 games. First game is the game of the day. I don't want to say the game of the day, but it could be the game of the day. Toronto and Houston, 2 barrel signals, 1 elite profile, 1 elite plus profile. Top reads is going Jordan, Christian Walker, Okamoto, and Springer. Barrel signals, you've got Jordan and Christian Walker, Jordan and Jordan. So there is overlap, right? Depending on what the odds are. If they are a barrel signal, but they're also like have a higher tag, they might just fall. They're gonna fall under all the categories. And of course, so that means Jordan's odds is between 3 and 800. I have to double check that, make sure. And that's why he might also change. He might drop from being a barrel signal because depending on all of the numbers, he will most likely have worse odds than 300 to hit a home run tomorrow. He's already hit a home run off this pitcher before, so. Looking at Toronto versus Hunter Brown. Barrel scores, we've got Okamoto, Springer, Guerrero. Matchup, we've got Okamoto, Sanchez, Guerrero. In home run form, we've got Springer, Sanchez, and Guerrero. All right. I have to get my phone charger, plug that in before it dies. I mean, Okamoto's and Luis Urias are the only 2 who even are close to the criteria we want, right? At plus 200 ISO. Even though Springer's not there, he does have some good numbers. He got 12.6% barrel. Sweet spot. So, sweet spot, if you guys are unsure, it is the percentage of time that they're hitting the ball between the ideal launch angle of 8 and 32 degrees. Right? So, that is, to me, a strong indicator of launch angle, but also if a person has a hard hit, a solid sweet spot, and a good average launch angle, 9 times out of 10, if they're in the right park, they're going to hit a home run. So that's how you can start piecing together different numbers. Maybe not always having to go off of ISO. Maybe you focus on just zone fit. Maybe you focus on just swinging strike. So, and also those numbers are in the glossary too if you ever need help with that. But yeah, Okamoto looks good. I mean, Springer does have the recent form, 398 Will Bacon, so it's not almost a 400. Well, weighted on base average when he's making contact to the ball. Brandon Valenzuela, yeah, 15.5 degree launch angle, 395 Will Bacon. His form is just bad, and the matchup is bad because Hunter Brown's a pretty elite pitcher. I mean, 3.42 ERA, 9.4 Ks over 9 innings, meaning that's an average of a strikeout an inning. A lot of these pitchers are dealing with injuries too, so that's probably why we're just seeing a different game of ball. Yeah, but that's pretty much what I like there. So let's see, Houston versus Italian. Barrel score is going Alvarez, Walker, Cam Smith. Matchup is going Alvarez, Smith, Trammell. And then form, you've got Alvarez, DeZino, Barrels, sweet spot. I can see that. And Christian Walker and Pena. So when I'm looking initially, of course, I can see why Jordan is where he is. 318 ISO, 195 WRC plus. I mean, that means he's in the top 95%. Yeah. 95%, meaning he 95 percentile. He's 95% above average. A 195 WRC plus is insane. Like, there's not too many people getting even close to that. We can filter that too. If you guys ever wanted to see all the hitters, it's on the first page on the overview at the very bottom under the full list of hitters, and then you can filter by a whole bunch of different stats. So, but yeah, for Houston, Jordan's the easy call. Pena is starting to heat up right now. He's got really good form. He's got a decent zone fit, so he's got a nice overlap of pitches with Italian. 205 ISO, 153 WRC plus. He's got decent home run to fly ball ratio. His power hasn't been all the way there. No pull barrel, really. It's probably non-existent. It's not non-existent. I'm not going to play him, but Pena is a solid pick for tomorrow, too, if you wanted to look his way. Especially because Jordan, the teams know what we know. They're going to walk this man. I doubt he gets as many opportunities as we think he will. So if you wanted to go walk for Jordan, you could. Yeah, you definitely could. And then look for Pena for hits, runs, RBIs type thing, right? Look for Christian Walker for, I'd say you could look for him for bases and hits, runs, and RBIs. 220 ISO, so he's got good power. 114 WRC plus. So extra base hits, and he's contributing to the offense. He's got 7.8 barrel, 11 point pull barrel, and then 11.8 barrel in general. Yeah, Jordan, Walker, and Pena are some solid picks for tomorrow, I'd say, for that game. All right, we got the Dodgers and the Cubs. 2 barrels, signals, 3 elite profiles, 1 elite plus profile. Top reads in this game is going Shohei, Suzuki, Muncy, and PCA. And then Suzuki, Teoscar Hernandez are your barrel signals. Elite profiles, you got Shohei, Suzuki, Muncy. And then Shohei is the Elite Plus. All right. So the Dodgers versus Imanaga. Yeah, this could be an ugly game for him tomorrow. Barrel score is going Ohtani, Muncy, Teoscar. Matchup is going Ohtani, Pages, Teoscar. And form is going Ohtani, Tucker, and Teoscar. Let me tell you, I really like Kyle Tucker because the heat is on him. People have been pressing Kyle Tucker just based about his overall season production. Once you look at it, this is for Kyle Tucker, an all-star, 131 ISO, and just a single average WRC pluses. Not cutting it for the type of money that they gave him when they signed him. So they're on him. And today he pulled up and performed. I saw somebody talking about he can be, what they said, he could feel like a trade line acquisition once he just starts to heat up. He could feel like a completely different player, and the Dodgers can turn into a completely different team. I hate to admit it. I hate to say it. It has zero to do with pitching. It has zero to do with Skubal, which it was pretty cool to see Skubal pitching for the Dodgers. But even then, he got worked. I mean, he didn't get worked, but they lost. So, like, it's not... I'm not really all, like, up and roar, oh, my goodness, the Dodgers are going to do everything on them. They still got to come out there and perform. It was their 5th straight loss today. So, there's a lot of pressure on this team. A lot of pressure on the Dodgers right now. All eyes are on them. But with that being said, yeah, Shohei does look absolutely amazing tomorrow. If Imanaga throws him that meatball, like how I really feel like he's going to, it's a wrap. Shohei could be first at bat home run, and he could even hit 2 home runs tomorrow. I'm not gonna say it, but he could hit 2 home runs tomorrow. 248 ISO, 151 WRC plus, 412 WOBA, 540 WOBA bacon, 9.1 pull barrel, 20.5 barrel, 56.3 hard hit. Yeah. He could definitely laser, moonshot, however you guys could get it on that book. Yeah, it'll happen. And then you got Muncy, and I like Freeman. Even though it's ice, right? Freddie don't got no power. I'm not saying he doesn't, but you're not looking at him to home run every game. But he gets on base, he gets walks, he produces, he gets RBIs, he gets doubles. So Freddie Freeman is always a good pick. And Kyle Tucker, honestly, Kyle Tucker's, until he starts just doing terrible, I think Kyle Tucker is somebody to target just based on all of the pressure he has around him, needing to perform. And being somebody who can answer that call when it happens. So yeah, Dalton Rushing got hurt, I want to say. He got put on the IL. Not sure what happened, but I did see that he got hurt. So that's why you don't see him up here. Cubs versus Eric Lauer. Barrel score is going Suzuki, PCA, Bush. Matchup is going Conforto, Suzuki, Bush. And home run form is going PCA, Conforto, Suzuki. I do like Suzuki. He's been on a sick one. 209 ISO, 134 WRC plus, 404 Will Bacon. Yeah, I like Seiya. I like PCA. Yeah, Eric Lauer is not a strikeout pitcher, and he gives up a lot of runs. So this Dodgers-Cubs game, we could see a lot of runs in this game. And individuals like Tyrone Taylor, Conforto, right? That's who's responsible for it. We're not making this up, right? We're seeing the numbers are speaking for themselves. They're not hitting home runs every other night. We don't need them. You don't need to do that. You don't have to necessarily score the touchdown to win the game for your team, kind of thing. That's what this is in baseball when you see these kind of numbers. So, yeah, PCA, Seiya, Tyrone Taylor. And then if once you drill down, you want to drill down, you can get pitch specific. You can get matchup specific on here. Right, Shohei's had 48 balls in play. 48 pitches from the pitcher, 9 balls in play. All right. And he's got a 3.24 weighted on base average against this pitcher. So there is a good matchup there. And then who else did I say? All right, look at Seiya. 8 balls in play from 54 pitches, 403 WOBA. That's why, I mean, this is extra confirmation, right? Seiya looks good. Let's see if PCA's got any history. No history of PCA. Muncy. Muncy might be a sleeper. 38 pitches, 3 balls in play, 1 home run. 506 weighted on base average. Yeah. Muncy could he could do some damage. So check that out at the bottom of every slate if you haven't. San Francisco versus Texas. We've got no barrel signals, 1 elite plus profile. No, 1 elite profile. No elite plus. Top reads is going Peterson, Devers, Berger, and Langford. No barrels. Elite profile is Jock. And no Robbie Ray for San Francisco because he came to my Padres. So it'll be interesting to see how they bounce back against all this. But San Francisco against Bradford. You've got Devers, Eldridge, and Adames as the top barrels. Matchup. Got Eldridge, Devers, Adames. Form, Devers, Kavanaugh, and Susac. Oh, Susac and Eldridge. Okay, I see. Yeah, maybe Devers. Jung Ho Lee's gonna get a couple hits, I'd say. I like Jung Ho Lee for hits. That's something that he does. He gets on base. Or he's got 120 WRC plus. Low swinging strike, so he's got good plate discipline. And then Eldridge. But things just don't look good enough for me for San Francisco to just 100% trust it. Unless we, again, we could drill down pitch type, things like that. So, Texas versus Weisenhunt. Barrel score is going Peterson, Berger, Langford. Matchup is going Peterson, Berger, Langford. And form, you got Berger, Peterson, Langford. Yeah, Langford, 228 ISO, 126 WRC plus. Yeah, I'm going to call it work. Work plus. Yeah, just because I miss a lot of letters. I don't feel like saying that every time. So, yeah, work plus. I mean, and that's really them putting in work, to be honest with you. WRC plus is them putting in that work because they're scoring, they're getting the steals. It's just it's a cumulative point system. So, that's what we're going to call it. We'll call it work plus. So, you got Jock Peterson, you got Langford, and Foscue. Foscue's form, right? That's just the one thing that's inconsistent. He just doesn't. He's not making consistent contact. And again, as he gets more pitches, he will learn. Pitchers are learning him, so they're getting the best of him right now. That's it. Yeah, Langford I like probably the most. Even though Jock Peterson has the better, they know that too. So I believe, and he's got a higher swinging strike, so I believe he may get. I mean, Jock Peterson is still the better pick because he is the elite profile. But I like Langford too. Yeah, I can't forget about Brandon Nimmo. He's been looking good. I mean, he's got second best zone fit. Again, he's been trending up in the work plus category as well. 370 Woba, 422 Woe Bacon. He's got good barrel. He's got good hard hit. And he just homered, I want to say, a couple games ago. So, yeah, he could be put on a watch list, I'd say. I'd say that's pretty valid to put him on a watch list as well. All right, one of our games of the day. Got Tampa Bay versus Colorado. 1 barrel signal, 2 elite home run profiles, 1 elite plus profile. Top reads in this game is going Caminero, Aranda, Goodman, and Moniak. And let's see. Tampa Bay versus Sagano. Yeah, they might like this dude up. Barrel score is going Caminero, Aranda, Victor Mesa. Matchup is going Caminero, Aranda, Mesa Jr. Form, Caminero, Aranda, Mesa Jr. ISO is, hands down, it goes to Caminero. Work plus goes to Caminero. Aranda does come, I can see why he does come in second because, he's on base. He gets on base, Caminero brings him in. So, for him, that's a hit, that's a run. And for Caminero, that's a hit, that's a run, it's RBI. 2 RBIs. And 2 runs, right? Yeah, I said that. So, it works. The stack works with players who you see have low ISO. We don't need Aranda to have a whole bunch of power when he's batting first, or not first necessarily, but he's batting before Caminero. And we expect, it's an expectation, yes, we expect Caminero to bring them in. Because that's what he does. So that's how you can kind of see that. So once you get the batting orders, and if you see somebody is ahead of somebody, right, they may have a lower ISO, but a high WRC plus, work plus. Look at who they're batting in between, ahead, or after. If they look like this, and they're batting ahead of this guy, yeah, you take both of them. Not necessarily on the same slip. Oh, you can't. You guys can do that, right? You probably can, but not necessarily on the same one. But that's how you look at that. Let's see. Other than that, you have Velade, right? We said Velade could do some damage. 216 ISO, 117 work plus, low swinging strike, and he's got good power. Not consistently, but yeah, he is getting it out and up and out at a good launch angle. So Tampa Bay does look extra good tomorrow. Colorado versus Martinez. Barrel score is going Goodman, Moniak, Castro. Matchup is going Goodman, Moniak, Castro. And form, you got Brett Sullivan snuck up there. You got Moniak, Castro, and Ezekiel Tovar. Yeah, Hunter Goodman. Him and Moniak, they do look very similar. Moniak went today. Who else went? Was it McCarthy? No, it was somebody else. Somebody else hit a home run. Oh, Ezekiel Tovar. I think he hit a home run. I could be wrong. But somebody else other than Mickey hit a home run today. But he does look good tomorrow, too. Only thing is this high swinging strike. But it really doesn't matter when you don't really strike people out. But then again, I guess you don't have to. You don't have to always strike people out. That's the other part to that. So, yeah, Cole Carrig. He always looks pretty decent. I'll be paying attention to him going into the next season. Got Angels versus Baltimore. 1 barrel score, 1 barrel signal, 1 elite profile. Top reads going Alonso, Mike Trout, Nito, and Encarnacion Strand. Who they would not put this man's they would not put his fantasy score up for nothing. So that's how I knew. I was like, oh yeah, they cooked that line. They know what they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing. Got the Angels versus Trevor Rogers. Barrel score is going Mike Trout, Nito, Siri. Matchup is going Siri, Trout, Arnaud. And form is going Trout, Nito, and Grisham. They actually not got rid of, but DFA'd, was it Soler? So he got sent down to AAA, which is interesting. I was very interested to see that happen. I wonder what was going on. Yeah, Mike Trout always looks good. 209 ISO, 136 work plus. And they don't have the Joe Adele connector effect either. That's the other interesting part, to see how these pieces now fit together. Trout, though, he could fit in a puzzle by himself. Nito, 196, 108. It's not bad. Yeah, it's not bad. And knowing Shawno, he's just hasn't been doing much this year at all. Not really. Baltimore versus Detmers. Barrel score is going Alonso, Encarnacion, Strand, O'Neill. Matchup is going Alonso, Strand, Mayo. Form is going Alonso, Henderson, and Beavers. Yeah, these numbers, man. Small sample size, but a very decent sample size. Because, I mean, look, there's other people with a good sample size, too. And they're not doing nearly half as that. So, 290 ISO, 156 work plus, 369, and 434. That right there is an insane stat line. 9.7 pull barrel, 16.1% barrel. Yeah, he's going to be good. Alonso and Strand, that's really all I see. I guess you could see Mayo. He just kind of sneaks up, though. All right, Mets versus Cleveland. Got one barrel signal, no elite profiles. Lindor, Alvarez, Adele, and Hoskins. So weird to see Adele in Cleveland. Lindor is a barrel signal. That's about it. Got the Mets versus Bibby. Lindor, Alvarez, and Young is a barrel score. Matchup is going Alvarez, Lindor, Young. Form is going Lindor, Benj, and Simeon. Yeah, was it Alvarez, maybe? Maybe. Lindor, I guess I could see that. Yeah, maybe. This is an interesting how they don't have any really solid matchups against Tanner Bibby. And their bats are just that cold. I mean, look at the overall trends. It's just cold. Couple people, right? Yeah, it's Francisco Alvarez, really. Lindor. Like, Brett Beatty could, but he's just, man, he's stinking up the place. He's not doing anything on base. And that's crazy because he got a low swinging strike, so what are you doing? Let me not talk, though. I couldn't hit a 90-mile-an-hour fastball to save my life. Probably could, though, if I had to. Cleveland versus Christian Scott. Barrel score is going Hoskins, Lowe, and DeLauder. Oops. Matchup is going Lowe, DeLauder, Hoskins. And form is going Arias, Lowe, Bailey. Oh, excuse me. Arias, Lowe, Bailey, and Adele. Yeah, Lowe looks good. I could see a world where Hoskins does hit one. Yeah, I could see that. Below looks the best though. 214 ISO, 120 work plus, and then the louder. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see when does the louder hit. Does he hit before low? And if so, if he hits right before low, take them both. That's the way that Tampa Bay stack looked. Got Oakland versus Cincy. 2 barrel signals, 1 elite home run profile. Top reads is going Ellie, Stewart, Suarez, and Soderstrom. Ellie and Stewart are barrel signals, and Ellie is the elite profile as well. Oakland versus Louder. Barrel score is going Soderstrom, Butler, Heim. Matchup is going Soderstrom, Butler, Cortez. And form, let's see, yeah, form is going, so Walton's a glitch. I'm not saying he doesn't belong there. When I say people are glitches, I just mean literally there is a glitch in the viewing of the home run form, which has led to some interesting things with them hitting. So just keep that in mind. But not every glitch is built the same, and we're trying to figure out how to find that out. I'm working on how to find that out, and it's just a little bit different. It's not it's not necessarily like a strategy or whatever. It's just something that we found. But Soderstrom looks good. Yeah, Soderstrom looks good. Maybe Heim, but yeah, that's why I say maybe Heim, maybe Walton, maybe. So Cincinnati versus, all right. So looking at Cincy and versus Jacob Lopez. Barrel score is going Ellie, Stewart, Suarez. Matchup is going Ellie, Stewart, Suarez, and form with a couple misplaced numbers is going Ellie, Friedel, Trevino, McLean, Stewart, and Blade. Overall, though, I like JJ Blade. He's really stepped it up. Really been producing 237 ISO, 116 work plus, 366 WOBA, 407. I mean, but then you got South Stewart, who had a day today, Ellie, who had a day today, 224, 225 ISO for the both of them, 129 work plus, 115 for Stewie. I mean, these guys are really, yeah, Cincy looks good. Cincy looks good. I like Blade, I like Stewie, I like Ellie. Those are really the 3 that I like right there. I mean, but Stevenson, he could do some things too. He's been catching wind, heating up. You can see it. He's got, his pull barrel isn't there, but he's got a really good barrel. Sweet spot is decent. Not even decent. It's above decent. It's more than decent. Good hard hit. Yeah, Stevenson he could do some things too. So looking at the next game, we got Washington and Philly. No barrel signals, 1 elite profile, 1 elite plus profile in this game as well. We got Schwarber, Harper, Abrams, and Romuto. No barrel signals. Elite plus profile. I mean, elite profile is going to Harper, and so is the elite plus. Alright, Washington versus Painter. James Wood. Yeah, James Wood is actually hurt. I forget what it was, oblique maybe or something I saw it was. So he's gonna be out for a few days. So it shall be interesting to see what happens. But it makes sense as to why maybe he's been off the last couple games. So barrel score on the Washington team that has already taken hits since they traded Was it Curtis Mead? They got rid of Luis Garcia, so and now they have no James Wood. Just crushed. Barrel score is going Abrams, Lyle, Cruz. Matchup is going Abrams, Chaparro, House. Form is going Cruz, House, and Lyle. I mean, Chaparro. Abrams got to step up, Chaparro's got to step up, and Lyle has to step up. Just plain and simple. Everybody does per se, but to be honest with you, those are the bats to do it, right? Abrams, Lyle, Cruz, and Chaparro. That's what it is. Abrams, we see his numbers 265, 145 work plus. Now it would be interesting to see if you could filter baseball with or without a player. That might be tough though, because I know a lot of players don't play often. So maybe, I gotta look in to see if that could be done. That would be pretty cool. But other than that though, Abrams looks good. Chaparro looks like that guy though. 277 ISO, 130 work plus, 393 WOBA, 418 WOB bacon. He's got the best pull barrel. He's got the best barrel. He's got the best or second best hard hit. Third best hard hit by .2. So, Abrams and Chaparro. I like. Philly versus Irvin. We got Schwarber, Harper, and Realmuto for barrels. Matchup is going Schwarber, Harper, Marsh. Form is going Harper, Stubbs, Trey Turner, and Realmuto. And now we got Luis Arias on this team too. Ooh-wee. That shall be interesting. Not a good matchup against the righty Drake Irvin. Let me see why real quick. Sorry. Yeah, what do you mean he's not a good? 37 pitches, 12 balls in play, 332 WOBA. Yeah, Luis Arias looks like a hits machine for tomorrow. It's just the overlap. That's what it is. Right? There's not a lot of overlap. But yeah, Schwarber, Harper. Derek Hill's been heating up. I like Derek Hill. He's got 201 ISO, 445 WOB bacon. Great barrel, great pull barrel. Sweet spot is amazing. Hard hit to fly ball ratio. Home run to fly ball ratio looks good. He's just not a consistent hard hitter is all. And then Luis Arias got a 120 work. I believe it looks like he's batting cleanup, so he'd be batting fourth. That's the closest I can get to looking at it. But it will look like this with maybe who leads off? Is it Trey Turner? I think Trey Turner leads off. So yeah, I'm okay with that though. I'm okay with him hitting cleanup. You don't need to have a whole bunch of power or whatever to hit home run. You need power to hit a home run. Don't get me wrong there. But what I'm saying is you don't need a lot of power to be productive for your team. That's all that is. Alright, St. Louis versus New York. One barrel signal, 2 elite home run profiles. Top reads is going Ben Rice, Burleson, Walker, and Garcia. Burleson is the barrel signal. Rice and Burleson are the elite profiles. We got St. Louis versus Will Warren. So Burleson, Walker, Velasquez, Burleson, Walker, Crooks, and Burleson, Jordan, and Herrera. Blaze Jordan, that is. Sorry. Yeah, that could be interesting here. He's got 4.14 ERA. Will Warren's actually, nothing to mess with. 9.0 Ks over 9 innings. So solid average of 1 strikeout an inning. Let's see. Yeah, weather for it. I'm trying to think if even worth taking individuals like this. And the reason why I'm thinking like that is because Burleson didn't play today. Jordan Walker actually might be getting placed on the IL today. I'm not saying he is, but he left with some kind of injury too. So he could be not playing again. Burleson got a day off after hitting 3 home runs. They said, yeah, nah, all right, bro, chill. You deserve it. So, yeah, Velasquez. And, I mean, they could just get completely dog walked, too, though. So, all right, we got New York versus Palante. Excuse me. We got Ben Rice, Garcia, and McMahon for barrels. Matchup is going Ben Rice, Garcia, McMahon. Form is going Garcia, Ben Rice, and Spencer Jones. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, he's not on here. He didn't get pulled through yet. But the rookie, I'm going to call him a rookie. The dude who just got pulled up, I can't even think of. Lombard Jr., there we go. Lombard looks great. I say he looks great because a lot of times numbers aren't going to be the determining factor. It's just going to be situation, environment. And right now, this kid is living his dream. I think 21, 22-year-old kid just got pulled up. They've been waiting for you. You've been the number one prospect in their farm system for a while now. And he's getting his time to shine. He made some great defensive plays today. Hits a home run. Yeah, this kid is ready. He's ready. So I don't know what his information is. I'm pretty sure at some point he'll get pulled through today. Yeah, but we'll take him. Against this guy right here, yeah, we'll take him. 3.72 ERA, 6.5 Ks over 9 innings. These numbers are kind of trash. I'm not saying he's not a good pitcher because he's in the majors, of course, right? But, it's bad, and especially against a team like the Yankees. Garcia almost hit one today, and this just a platoon advantage. It's all these lefties. Rice is a lefty, Garcia's a lefty, McMahon's a lefty, Spencer Jones a lefty, Chisholm's a lefty, Wells is a lefty, Grisham's a lefty. That's a dangerous combination to go against a righty. Like, he's in trouble. So Ben Rice, Garcia, of course. Chisholm looks good too, though. I know it doesn't show it here, but Jazz looks good too. He's definitely been trying to play. You know what I'm saying? He's had a lot of heat on him too. So let's look at this White Sox versus Boston game. 3 barrel signals, 1 elite home run profile. Top reads is going Murakami, Vargas, Montgomery, and Contreras. Murakami, Vargas, Abreu are barrel signals, and Murakami is the elite home run profile. Let's go White Sox versus Sonny Gray. Murakami, Vargas, Montgomery for a barrel score. Murakami, Montgomery, Vargas for matchup. And form is going Murakami, Vargas, Romo, Luis Angel Acuna, Antonacci. Interesting. I like Grichuk. He's kind of been a quiet couple weeks. Vargas looks good though. 242 ISO, 128 work plus. Murakami's Murakami. Since he's come back, he's definitely still trying to get in stride and get his rhythm back, but he's getting on base. He's getting hits, right? Still got the 371 WOBA, 515 WOBA bacon, 12.5 pull barrel, 19.8 barrel in general. A sweet spot. So he's not really getting in the good consistent launch angle, but he does have a good overall launch angle. All right, his average launch angle is at 15. So, Vargas, Murakami, Antonacci. All right, he'll have the platoon advantage too. So I guess Vargas maybe not. Oops, sorry, finger slip. Maybe not Vargas just because he is a righty, but he does look good though. in general, he looks really good. We got Boston versus Sean Burke. Barrel score is going Contreras, Abreu, Duran. Matchup is going Contreras, Abreu, Duran. And form is going Rafaela, Monasterio, and Abreu. Yeah, Contreras' form lately has been bad. He's been really striking out, honestly, just ground balls. But he does have those numbers. He's got 255 ISO, 156 work plus. So one or two bad games, he's bound to bounce back. That's kind of what these are saying, is he has to. Or you'll just start to see these numbers drop. Right? And not that he has to, it's just a game of numbers. It's a game of averages. That's just what baseball is. It's a game of numbers and averages. It's a numbers game. Alright, Miami versus Atlanta. 4 barrel signals, 4 elite profiles. Matt Olson, Stowers, Baldwin, and Acuna are the top plays. Olson, Stowers, Baldwin, Conine, and barrel signals. Olson, Stowers, Baldwin, and Acuna are elite profiles. So Miami versus Elder. We got Stowers, Conine, and Hernandez. I might run Conine back today, man. Matchup is Stowers, Conine, Hernandez. And Stowers, Conine, and Joe Mack. Joe Mack looked good today, too. Yeah, these numbers for Conine are just ridiculous. It's just his high swinging strike. I wish he just didn't. He was more patient, because that is his problem. He does strike out a lot. But other than that, his numbers are borderline elite. 278 ISO, 145 work plus. Yeah, I like Stowers. I like Conine. Even Casey. Casey back in the lineup. I know he's been hurt. So yeah, I like them. Atlanta versus Yuri Perez. Barrel score is going Matt Olson, Baldwin, Acuna. Matchup is going Olson, Acuna, Baldwin. Form is going Olson, Baldwin, and Acuna. Matt Olson wins the cake today. Baldwin does look good. Acuna looks good. If we're going based off zone fits, Michael Harris. And Riley's back too. So Atlanta does have a lot of their offensive pieces in the they got their one offensive piece back, Riley, which it's important when you get your boy back. Not to say he's the only offensive piece, right? You're saying, what am I talking about? Chemistry, just camaraderie, all that stuff makes a difference. Yeah, Michael Harris could be sneaky. But yeah, the usual suspects. Minnesota versus KC. 3 barrel signals, 2 elite profiles. Caglione, Lewis, Clemens, and Perez are the top plays. Barrel signals is Lewis, Caglione, Perez. Lewis and Caglione are the elite profiles. Minnesota versus Noah Cameron. We got Lewis, Clemens, Jeffers for the barrel. Matchup is Lewis, Clemens, Jeffers. And form is Lewis, Creedler, and Clemens. Man, we're going to catch Creedler one of these days. I promise you. I'll check pitch collision to see and report back. But we definitely need to catch Creedler. That'll be fun. Ryan Jeffers. Yeah, 235 ISO, 158 work plus. Yeah, Ryan Jeffers looks good. Yeah, sorry about that. His form isn't all the way there, but his numbers do still look good though. So, KC versus Dean Krimmer. Barrels going Cags, Perez, Jensen. Ooh, sorry, excuse me. Jax, Perez, Cags, Perez, Jensen. Matchup is going Cags, Marte, Perez. And form is going Perez, Cags, and Jensen. Alright, next game we got Pittsburgh and Milwaukee. 3 barrel signals, 1 elite profile. Top reads is going Bowers, Lowe, Reynolds, and Valdez. Bowers, Reynolds, B, Lowe are the barrel signals. And Bowers is the elite profile. Pittsburgh versus Harrison. We got B, Lowe, Reynolds, Valdez. Valdez, Reynolds, Ozuna. Okay. And we got a candy cane for the form. We got Triolo, Reynolds, Garcia, B-Low, Spencer Horowitz. Let's see here. Yeah, Valdez, man. His numbers look good. And then we got B-Low and Reynolds. Indy's his form is starting to creep up. He's still got good numbers, good power. But yeah, you can always be safe going with Indy. And I mean, Reynolds looks good too. It looks pretty solid. Whoops. So Skeens is pitching tomorrow. We got Bowers, Mitchell, Chorio for barrel. Bowers, Mitchell, Chorio for matchup, and Bowers, Yelich, and Mitchell for the form. Our 200 club is Sanchez and Bowers only, unfortunately. But that doesn't mean that offense can't come from anywhere else. Chorio's got 181 with a 116 work plus. That's not bad. Vaughn's got a 168 with a ISO with a 138 work plus. So that kind of speaks for itself. Who's seen Skeens pretty well? So let's see. Mitchell and Yelich, we said. Or no, Bowers, Sanchez, and Vaughn. Let's see. 359 against the pitcher. Yeah, no, Mitchell, I wouldn't even take. Yelich, I mean 368 Woba, that's not bad. And then Vaughn. Yep, nope, not touching Vaughn either, even though they look good. So Bowers probably be the safest bet out of that game. Got my Padres versus the Cardinals. No barrel signals. 1 elite profile. I want to say Robbie Ray is pitching today. Either Robbie Ray or Casey Mize. They're pitching Wednesday and Friday. Wednesday and Friday are when Robbie Ray and Casey Mize are pitching for the Padres. Let's see. Is it in here? Yeah, there we go. Casey Mize is pitching. So we got no barrels, 1 elite profile. Corbin Carroll, Machado, Merrill, and Tatis. And then San Diego versus Brat. Barrel score is going Machado, Merrill, Tatis. Matchup is going Tatis, France, and Machado. Form is going Merrill, France, and Machado. Ty France, yep. Campusano. It's a risk though, super risky. I mean, Brat. 5.23 ERA, 5.2 Ks over 9 innings. This is terrible. The Padres should put up some numbers. And Casey Mize on the flip side, 2.7 ERA with an 8.8 Ks over 9 innings. Alright, yeah, sorry about that, guys. My mic is messing up today, but we're going to get through it. But yeah, so like I was saying, yeah, Casey Mize got a pretty crazy stat sheet. So Padres look good against Brat. Arizona, Carroll, Marte, Newtbar. For Barrel, matchup is Carroll, McCann, Newtbar. Oh yeah, he's on Arizona now. Form is Carroll, Tim Tawa, and Newtbar. Plus 200 club is Marte and Carroll. But Newtbar could make something shake just because it's a new team. He's going to try to play it, play his heart out. Other than that, McCann maybe. But it's Casey Mize, so I'm not expecting anything to happen. Not anything, nothing per se, but if it did happen, it would be Carroll and Marte. That's where it would come from, so. Alright, let's get to this last game. Last but not least, we got Detroit versus Seattle. No barrels, 2 elite profiles. Canzone, Raleigh, Green, and Dingler are the top plays. Barrel score is going Green, Dingler, Torkelson. Matchup is going Green, Dingler, Torkelson. And form is going Torres. Oh yeah, Gleyber Torres is back. Green and Hyu Lee. And this is against Brian Wu, so this will be interesting. Dingler looks good though. I really like Dingler. I liked him today. And Green looks good, but he always does. McGonigal could be a sneaky pick though. He could definitely, if he gets it together, he could be a good pick. And then we got Seattle versus Drew Anderson. Barrel score is going Canzone, Raleigh, Rodriguez. Matchup is going Canzone, Raleigh, Arozarena. And form is going Arozarena, Raleigh, and Canzone. Yeah. DC looks good. Dominic Canzone looks good. Arozarena, I like him too. And Brendan Donovan. So, there we go. That's the full slate for you guys, man. So like I said, I really appreciate everybody who's always watching, who's tapped in. And if you guys haven't, go ahead and check out that membership. Like, comment, subscribe, and just let me know what you think. Let me know if this has been, helping you. Let me know if you're getting some value from this, where you can see more value, what you would like to see in the future. So, appreciate you guys rocking with me. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.